Hey, sup. I just want to share how I provide financial security to my family utilizing multiple banking and checking accounts. So I'll start here with my money. It's coming in, and I'll make myself red here. This is my checking. This will actually go into three different locations. One will be savings, one will be investments, and one will be another checking account. From this checking account, I will pay all of my expenses here. Some will go into my business, and actually, from this business, it pays my business expenses. Now, if I made a lot of money, which I do not, I would also have a like business tax account, just so I know to save that for taxes. But I don't make that much money, so I don't do it. Um, my spouse, she also has a similar thing. So let me show she works, so she gets money, and then she'll do something similar. She has her checking account, and then she has her expenses. Get out of the way of her expenses. Um, one thing to note, like all of these expenses are auto pay, so we don't need to worry about um, missing a payment of any type, and we can just live our life. All right, here's where the magic happens. This money here, they go together into our joint checking, right? We also have a joint savings account, right? That it goes into. And this will pay our joint expenses. So, where we live, all the big expenses, these are all auto pay and let me make this arrow touch. Uh, these are all auto pay from our joint checking that we both pay in a certain percentage of our incomes so that it is fair and also to what we pay because sometimes she'll just buy groceries, she'll use her regular card because she likes using that one more, um, and pay into our joint checking, right, that pays our joint expenses. And then we also have some minor children, so we have their checking account, and we actually save an investment account for them also, or investments. And so this is like if they get money from their grandma or grandpa or birthdays, like whatever, we like to just stick it in there. Um, and this is actually really a joint savings account because they don't really spend money. Why all of these accounts? So, for instance, this one, which might look a little weird, um, I like to insulate my money from my expenses and from myself. So, this insulation is so that I don't have to worry about my main account getting compromised. Sometimes I use a debit card to pay for large things. Sometimes I, pay expenses or business stuff out of this checking account, and I don't want it to become compromised. So this is an uncompromised checking account where it goes just into one facility or one system that I trust to another system that I trust. So then if I pay for something that I don't trust, say with a debit card, I don't have to worry about it messing me up. I'm sure the bank will eventually fix it, but then I don't have to worry about my money being tied up while it's being fixed. Um, and then this joint account, why not just have that be a one joint account? Well, something weird happens if we die in a certain way. Sometimes our accounts can be frozen. So I just want to make sure that if I die or if my spouse dies, um, the other person will have money set aside to run the family and pay the expenses because If your account is frozen, right, you won't be able to pay out of that account. And so I've known people where that's happened, unfortunately, and I don't want to be in that position or provide that to or put my family in that position. Additionally, um, if say my wife were to decide to just flee and run, I would have enough money to provide for her family. And the same, she wouldn't have to worry if I flee and run. She would have enough money to provide for her family. So this is where that financial security sort of comes into play. She knows exactly how much money she has, and that will not change. I cannot touch that. The same with myself. Um, so I believe that that is important, so that neither one of us have to worry about the other person. We totally trust each other, but not having the ability to do it provides another layer of protection, just like having the stopgap in my checking account. So, thanks for watching. This is what works for me. I'd like to know what works for you. Do you use individual accounts, or do you lump it all together in one big joint account? And how well does that work for you and your family in providing your financial security? Leave a comment down below, help us improve our systems, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Take care.